Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I was channeling a message for you, and I have to tell you, my third eye is itching so badly right now. I feel like I will get to the channel message in a minute, but I really want to tell you that your third eye is tap, 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 tapping, and it really wants you to pay attention. So working on your innate intuition that Sagittarius is birthed into this world with is going to become very important this month, especially because Neptune is in Pisces, and that is that intuitive, deeply intuitive sign. And so, yeah, I feel like you're really going to be activated on that, so something to keep in mind. I do want to get to the housekeeping, though, before I get to that. And so if you have Scorpio strong in your chart, I want to let you know that there are 2 videos for Scorpio this month because Scorpio's energy was super tough. That was really hard, and when I got done with it, I'm like, that's not enough. I need to do more. So I got some other decks out, pulled some more cards to try to get you a little more information. So if Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising, be sure to look for both videos because I think the information will be helpful to you. I moved the astrology portion of these videos to their own video. They come out every week on Thursday. If you've been missing that, be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload a video. But they are on Thursday mornings, so you can always check for them there. They're called the Moon Report, and it is every Thursday I go through and hold on. I go through and I pull cards for every sign. So there's the overall astrology for everybody, and then I go through and I timestamp where I pull the cards. And so, you know, it's really like 10, 12 minutes out of your life to find out what's going on for the week. So that's kind of cool for everybody, especially me. All right. And, I want to invite you on Wednesday mornings. I do a video called The Morning Mug of Motivation at the Tribe Empowers on Facebook, and I put the link for that below, and so check that out. Come over and see what's going on. The Tribe Empowers, the goal is to self-empower through self-love and self-care. Lots of different kinds of information there. There will be stuff on nutrition and exercise and stuff on working with energy and energy cycles and other interesting things as they occur to me, and I think of them and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. So all kinds of things over there. It's a little bit of a different vibe than here, where it's just strictly about pulling cards, but I usually end up pulling cards there too. All right, what else? I guess that's it. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for connecting with me so that when I go into meditation and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you, I can actually connect into your energy, and I find that that is more likely for you to get messages that totally resonate for you. So, channeled message. What I saw a tunnel and you coming up into the light, but the light was really muted, and I'm like, that's not really bright light. Are you like a long way from the light? Is this a long dark tunnel? And then I realized you were underwater, and I thought, well, that makes sense. It's Pisces season, so you're probably going to find that you dive deeply into your emotions. Wait, I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything that I wrote. Yep, okay. So this is about diving deeply into your spiritual waters this month. And then to have my, while I was shuffling, because I meditated earlier, and so when I'm shuffling now to have my third eye light up that way so intensely, I'm positive that you are supposed to be diving deeply. Now, this is happening, Pisces season is your 4th house season, so this could be home mother related issues that you need to dive into your spirituality about, resolving some issues so that you can come up out of the tunnel, out of the darkness into the light by spending the time on those and working your way through those. For some of you, that will be the case. For others of you, this is about really getting in touch with your deep, deep emotional, spiritual area of your life. Because, as I said, Sagittarius is born with this really innate spiritual knowledge and wisdom, and so taking the time this month to retreat into yourself, to pull in your energy a little and be willing to spend more time in meditation to really work on opening up your third eye, I think you will find that very, very beneficial moving forward. Is there anything else on that? Okay, let's get into the cards and let's just see what we have here. So your overall energy. I shouldn't be surprised. You have Uriel showing up. Uriel and the Sphinx. This is about your deep past life, getting in touch with your higher self, your Akashic records, asking Archangel Ariel to help you to tap into that deep knowledge and that inner wisdom. And then you had the balance card and it was in reverse. I am going to put it in the upright because you're seeking the balance. You are seeking the balance. I think part of the balance is being able to tap into. This was in the upright because you're Sagittarius and you do that without even thinking about it. I think sometimes Sagittarius doesn't even realize that that little voice in their head is just so much stronger than everybody else's. And then the other overall energy card you have here is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is called loyalty in this deck, but the Knight of Pentacles is the energy of this year. It is that energy of being consistent, of doing what you need to do, of working forward on something. So here I feel like you're being asked to be loyal to yourself, to your spiritual development this month. That new moon that's happening in Pisces is on February 23rd, so that would be like a week from now. It's on Sunday. And that has a lot of calm energy around you, which allows you to really be able to, without any interference, really ask for it. And we have the cycle happening like every 3 months because of the Saturn cycle this year. Every 3 months it's shifting, and so it's changing with the seasons, and there's this energy of using that Pisces full moon to really lay down what your big ask is, your vision, your goals, so create the structures around for what you're going to build this year, which is going to influence the next 10 to 12 years of your life. And so there's a sense of needing to be loyal to yourself, checking in with yourself. What did you come here to do? Finding the balance in your life. If you've been running around like crazy and not finding time for yourself and for meditation, and I think that Spirit is asking you to make time. Make time for what it is that you came here to do so you can figure it out. And so in the arena of the key to your situation, I'm sorry, if you haven't been here before, this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. I will clarify each of those, and I assigned the Norman houses to each thing to help me to get a little deeper into what you're being asked to do. And so we have the Six of Cups here, and it was in the reverse. It's the key to the situation. It's reflection. And so, again, you can't change the past, but always the present you can do. When changes you make now affect the future. And so I'm going to turn this in the upright. You are being asked to do the reflection, to do the soul work. Six of Cups is very much a soulmate card. It's soul energy. And this feels very much like it is time to reflect on what is important to you and your soul work. In the recent past, you've been, okay, this could also be for some of you, I heard a soulmate relationship. Because in the past here we have this temptation. The vortex. It is the number 15, which would be also the devil card. The devil card is about unhealthy boundaries being broken, or an opportunity to break an unhealthy boundary. And with this up here with information coming in, I feel like you may have been a little off track. Now, what is this that's breaking this unhealthy boundary? You know, is it another relationship with somebody? Is it, you know, too much spending, too much drinking, too much overeating? And honestly, with Sagittarius having just had Jupiter in its home sign for the past year, many of us experienced a little expanding of the waistline. And so with Capricorn, Sagittarius now, Jupiter now in Capricorn, it is about reining that in a bit and creating structure. So for you, maybe that was the temptation in the past that's created some issues for you, and it's time to bring your life back into balance, balancing out diet and exercise. In the arena of transformation and what do you need to be thinking about, it says recognition. It is the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is about growth. It's at its early stages. And so we have him showing up here with 1 pentacle, and here we have 3. And so to transform this situation, it's taking 1 and building it and growing it into 3. So what are you trying to create? What is the soul journey that you're on that needs you to focus on it? This is related. This is the lower energy of the not a low energy, but the lower echo of the Empress card of growth. And so to allow growth to happen will transform your life. Now, where is this growth going to happen? Depends on what area of your life you're feeling this need for transformation. So we have the Nine of Swords showing up in your thoughts in the future. It says anxiety, and so Wow. Hold on. Why? What are you anxious about? Oh, wow. You are dealing with, okay, so we have restriction and sadness here. And so I think it feels like if you don't put the effort in to make this growth happen, you are going to be dealing with this sense of anxiety over not being able to grow as fast as you want it to. We'll get you some advice on that. This is not good. I want to encourage you to get outside and walk, get yourself grounded, sit and rest with your back against a tree and allow the energy to cleanse through your saltwater baths. Release the anxiety. What do you do to release anxiety? It feels important that you bring yourself, remember this card was in the imbalanced area. And so if you can rebalance yourself and release the anxiety and the sadness. So what has just happened? For each of you, it's a little different, but you are way up in your head, worried about something that's bringing a lot of sadness. In the recent past, in the area of anxiety, you have the imbalanced position of the Queen of Pentacles. This is the overgiving. And so she gives more than she's receiving when she's in this situation. And so I think there's a situation maybe with a soulmate where you're feeling like, I don't know, I keep giving and I'm not getting back. And there might be this realization and this need to rebalance your life. But perhaps there is a romantic component to this. In the near future, in the area of the heart space, we have the Five of Swords, but thank goodness it's in the reverse, and this is about conflict. This is the winners and the losers, but when it's in the reverse, this is you laying down your swords and walking away from a situation. This is you not fighting anymore. Okay. Well, it's in the upright. Okay, so in the area of obstacles to overcome, we have the manifestation card, and this is self-doubt. This is, I don't know if I can create what I want to create, and honestly, right now, everybody can create what they want to create. Everybody always can, but the energies are so supportive right now that whatever you're thinking about, you're going to create. So if you are thinking about sadness and anxiety, you're going to create situations that create sadness and anxiety. If instead you focus... See how she looks so focused on what she has there? If you could focus, he looks pretty focused on he's also moving forward with it. If you could focus on what it is that you want to create, you have all the tools at your disposal. Wow. This feels like, for some of you, the end of a relationship. Okay. And for some of you, we have the Chariot in reverse, which is movements. That is staying where you are, but it's also a sense of imbalance. And this is a conflict, is like, and the Ten of Cups, the completion card, is in the reverse. And so I feel like some of you, because it's a soulmate energy, you're staying in a situation way too long here. And you need to consider what that means for you. And this might not be the month where you do anything about it, but I definitely think it's the month where you get in touch with your higher self and you start spending time in meditation and start trying to find your path forward. Wow. And I have the chill so bad right now. Okay. Sagittarius, this looks a little rough. Again, check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. This can't be everybody's story. This feels very out of balance. So we have this loyalty card here, and we have this temptation card here, and I feel like for some of you have been tempted by someone from the past, or your partner's been tempted by someone from the past. But temptation doesn't mean anything happened. And the loyalty card was in the upright, but maybe it's made you like, miss somebody from the past, and so is your current relationship measuring up, and so you don't feel completely satisfied by it. And so I don't see any actual signs of cheating here. Had this been in the reverse, I would have said yes, but it wasn't. And so I feel like opportunity happened. Oh, well, this is nice. We do have movement. Oh, geez. All right. So we have movement. We have the wasp. Now I'm thinking maybe. The wasps is about anger, retaliation, jealousy. And we have alchemy, finding justice and balance. So bringing things back into balance. So what if your partner had someone from the past show up, or it could happen this month, right? And Pisces, we've got Mercury retrograde, started on the 16th and doesn't go direct until the 9th, and then stays in shadow for the rest of the Pisces season. And so while all that's going on, exes will communicate. Exes tend to come back during retrogrades, or they reach out, or they communicate because they're feeling this, this sense of loss, and they reflect back also. And so that communication could be happening. And watch out that it's not screwing up a really good thing for you. Pay attention to that. Because this 5 of Cups in the future, you're thinking about the sadness, and we've got restrictions and anxiety. It's almost like I really, really want to be with this person from the past. I really, really miss them, but I'm stuck here because I have, I can't afford a divorce. I can't, I can't afford to move out on my own. I can't, I don't want to break up because I work with this person, or whatever it is that making you feel stuck. And I think you need to bring your emotions back into balance. Really spend the time in meditation and really allow your intuition to guide you. I was going to say journaling, but then you run the risk of somebody finding it. So journaling, yes, to get the ideas and the information out, and then burning it and turning it over to spirit so that you're not leaving behind, a roadmap. Look at this. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results. You are being helped. Well, this is the best thing I've seen here. All right, so there is movement, even though the Chariot in the future is not. I think that means there's a delay in being able to see it happening. I do like that the 5 of Swords is in the reverse, but I can see that you are really, your thoughts are chaining a lot of negative energy, and so I want you to try to focus on the best case scenario, because what you focus on is what you're going to create. Okay? What you focus on is what you're going to create. So if you're thinking of the worst case scenarios, you're going to create opportunities for them to come through. And you'll be like, oh, I knew it. Yes, you did. So why don't you, I knew it, that something good would happen instead, right? Okay. Laughter. Uplift yourself and those around you through loving laughter. So if your relationship is at some kind of an inflection point, check yourself. First off, are you reacting because of something that's happened in the past that doesn't have anything to do with what's actually happening right now? Are your facts straight? And then find some time for you and your loved one and work on the relationship so that no matter what decision is made in the future, because it doesn't look like one's going to be made this month, no matter what decision is made in the future, you will know that you've done everything you can. And sometimes by working on your relationship and spending time together and going and doing something fun, something new, something creative, going to a concert, going to a comedy club, things that maybe you don't necessarily, if conversation is difficult between you, but it's an experience that you share and that you can talk about to bridge that gap to get to communication about issues that need to be spoken about. With Mercury in retrograde, having some of those conversations right now would be really hard. We've got Venus in Aries, and Venus in Aries is like, I know what I want, and I'm going to tell you what I want. What I want, what I really, really want. And Mercury's like in retrograde, and Mercury's going, I don't really understand what you're saying there. And Venus is like, but I'm telling you what I want. But I can't understand what you want. And so there's like this static and this communication issue. And so okay. You have, I observe my surroundings and know that I am divinely guided. That's a leopard skin jasper. You have rutilated quartz. I am grateful for my vital life forces that provide me with energy and motivation to live my life to the fullest, which is interesting because the first one that came out was the green aventurine. It is easy for me to maintain overall well-being with conscious habits of health. And when I saw that, I thought, do they need to be exercising? But I actually think no. I think this has more to do with you maintaining healthy habits of controlling your thoughts. Because what I'm seeing here is up in the thoughts. There's lots of negative thoughts spinning around. And the way to transform the situation is through actually physically doing something to build growth and transformation. Actually doing something concrete that moves things forward. So what are some actual action steps you can take instead of spinning around in the negative thought patterns, you know? And sometimes going for a walk helps clear your head, helps release some of that anxiety. Saltwater baths will remove some of the energy, the negative energy around you. But mostly I want to say to control the words that you say, the thoughts. And so you said you have, I receive messages all the time and follow my internal guidance. Yes, your third eye is so lit up. This is lapis lazuli. It's also this blue. It's that throat chakra also. It's about speaking clearly and being understood. And labradorite. I take time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. I am not sure that the situation is as bad as you think it is, and that some concrete action couldn't change it for you and bring everything back into balance. You have all the tools at your disposal. Are you aware of that? Maybe you need to see a counselor. And for some of you, walking away will be the answer. It will be. I want to pull more cards. Hold on. Hold on. Instead of having a bonus video, let's just do it right now. Okay, so, message from Spirit. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I really feel like you need to raise your own personal vibrational energy by making an effort to not dwell in the negative and find the joy. And we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. That is that concrete action. So, yes, for some of you, you need to take some action steps. It is only through self-reflection that you're going to know which person you are. For some of you, have you been putting in the effort? Is there more that you can do? How can you demonstrate your love? How can you build that situation so that it creates the loving bond that you used to have, that you missed, that you want back, right? Because we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse, that soulmate in reverse. We've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse, which means there's a feeling of a loss of this sense of soulmate completion, right? And so you can do something about it because this person is actually your person. But for some of you, it is time to let go. Allow yourself to move forward. You've been hanging on maybe too long. Just put down the swords and walk away, and give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. So focus on taking care of yourself and being in your highest vibrational energy so that you can attract in a higher vibrational energy relationship. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. That is for all of you. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Believe that and work toward it. Whether that means staying and putting the effort in, be honest with yourself. Have you been doing the work? Right? Have you been distracted because so many other things are going on? Can you step back and say, wow, I really haven't been doing what I should do? And for some of you, you've been overgiving and you've been a doormat and you've been being taken advantage of. And in those cases, you know, you can't change your partner. You can only change yourself. And so if it's not working, then maybe it's time to move on. So that is an individual decision that you need to reflect on, spend time in meditation, open your third eye, speak to, ask Archangel Uriel. She showed up to guide you through this process to help you make the right decision if you are unsure. But loyalty matters. Loyalty matters. So bring your life back into balance. Be loyal to yourself, and the people around you should be also loyal. Okay? All right. And yes, forgiveness, right? You can forgive someone and choose not to continue with them. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, because when you understand that people are here to teach us things and to learn lessons from, and so maybe someone has cheated on you and it really, really hurt very badly, they were teaching you to have enough self-confidence to either overlook it and move forward with the relationship if it was a one-off, or it could be that you look at your life and you go, wow, there's a real pattern of everybody in my life cheating on me. I must need to work on my own healthy boundaries. Been there, done that. So you can do this. You can do this. You can decide which one and who you are, but it will take self-reflection. Spend time in meditation. Ask Archangel Uriel to come and help you and guide you through this process. And Archangel Raphael says that he will come and help heal your heart. All right? Don't spin around up in your head with the worst case scenarios. Instead, reflect on where you are right now and what do you want. Be real honest with yourself, and then take actual action steps forward to create what you deserve in this world. All right, I will see you back here in 2 weeks for the mid-month update. I'm here every Thursday with the moon report, and I am over on the Tribe Empowers, and you might really want to check that out. We talk about self-empowerment through self-love, self-care, and I think you might get something out of that. So I hope I see you there. You take care. We'll talk soon.